What's up, guys? What's up, fellas? What's up? What's up? What's up? Just wanted to talk to y'all real quick. Let me get some light going on right here. It's gonna be a little bit lighter because I don't have my setup set up properly, but I want to talk to y'all for a second. I want to talk to every single one of y'all. I know I'm on camera, so I got to be camera ready. It's been a few times I've made videos and I wasn't camera ready, and I decided like those videos will never see the light of day. They will be buried into oblivion to a place that you'll never be able to see, called the Apple MacBook trash can, and it's deleted and forever in the shadows and galaxy of the abyss called the cloud. Actually, no, I'm just playing with you guys. So, one of the things I saw that a lot of you guys are just having so much trouble right now because it ain't even just the women, it's your life. You're constantly distracted. You're constantly worried about bills. You're constantly worried about this. You're constantly worried about that. And man, a lot of you brothers are doing real good. You're doing real good. You don't have these problems. You got other problems that you can't solve. Maybe it's your family members. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's you're working a job. Maybe you got a business. Maybe you got something going on. You get into to the cash, but you still have a lot of issues. And one of the main things why you're having issues is because you're doing everything outside yourself. You're not worried about focus on in yourself. See, you could have money that you can still be insecure. You could have women. You could have still be insecure. You could have a nice house, still be insecure. You can have a big old bankroll, like I said, still be insecure. You can have some of the flyest cars that man has ever made in the world. You can still be insecure. That is not going to solve your issues. So you see a lot of these people, like you've seen people who've made a lot of money and then they wind up depressed, or you've seen people get a lot of fame and they wind up offing themselves or doing things like that. And that's because they were seeking things outside of themselves to complete themselves within. And even though on the outside looking in, it may seem like they got everything, they really didn't get anything because it's not satisfying what's in here. Most of y'all think y'all need you need a validation point. You know what I'm saying? You need a validation. You need validation. Maybe you didn't get validated or hugged enough when you were a kid. Maybe your father left out on you. Maybe your mother left out on you. Maybe they both told you ain't shit. It could be something towards that. Or maybe you just grew up with a lack of a support system or people that spoke life into you. This is why words are important. When I say speak life into you, I'm talking about the best version of yourself and knowing that, hey, you can do this. Hey, you can do that. When you don't have that, especially as a child, because your mind is already molded by the time you're 7, you take this with you into the world as an adult, grown people. You got to understand, people don't really mature. They just handle responsibility more. You see what I'm saying? Because you could be insecure and still be responsible, but you're not feeling that void within. And what happens is, it's because you don't know who you are and you don't know how to be satisfied with who you are. And what do I mean by that? And what I mean by that is you're actually doing all the work on the outside, not the work on the inside. Some people call it shadow work. Some people call it doing meditation as part of it. But it's searching for answers. You need answers. See, so many people right now are finding God right now. It's trying to find Jesus right now because this world is changing as we speak. As I speak right now and as the world turns, according to the people who've been outside of this earth saying the world turns on an axis, I haven't been to space, so I can't confirm that a lot of people are going through a lot of things right now. It's not necessarily a hard time. It's just that times are changing. And people don't like change. It's just natural. We as humans, we don't like change. We are conformed to being comfortable. We love being comfortable. So what I'm saying here is that you need to do some soul searching, because even just a lot of you guys who travel, you're running away from yourself. Like most of you are running away looking for love. You don't even love yourself. So how you plan on being loved when you don't even love yourself? You don't eat right. You don't exercise. You don't drink enough water. You don't put coconut water in your drink. You don't eat watermelon. You don't have yellow dragon fruit in your life. You probably don't even know what it is. You don't wash properly. You're not dressing properly or taking your time to groom yourself properly. You don't love yourself. And your world is nothing more than a reflection of how you feel inside. So the reason why you're getting these results or you're trying to chase this, but you got to understand it's all in here. You're trying to chase it because it ain't in here. So you're looking for it out there. And it ain't out there, buddy. You got to go right in here. So all I'm saying is what you got to do is start spending time with yourself. Turn off the TV, put the phone down, cut the music off. Tell Shorty you call her back maybe in like a week or so. You need to take time for yourself and really dive in. Turn off the noise. Because one of the things I know, somebody who has to have constantly stimulation in the background, they wake up, they need to be stimulated. And I don't mean stimulated through sexual stimulation. I mean, they just need to be stimulated based